Is that on? Yeah, that's on. Can you hear me, Kenny? Yeah. But it's flashed red. Yeah, it's flickered.
You should say.
Is that better? Okay, so I need to move it up a bit.
Green on the side.
Yeah,
can you hear me again?
Okay, I've got to move it up a bit. Is that okay now?
You're live on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So how much should it be on?
You're live on YouTube, guys.
Okay. Is the sound okay, guys? Okay, great. All right. So do you know which is sort of connected in? Who do you know is viewing?
12 viewers.
Okay.
Comments will come up here.
Yeah, right, okay. Hello everybody, it's Michael Massell and Ronnie stood in the commentary for this match between Colin Gamble and Kenny, can't really pronounce his surname, I think it's Hung, is it? Yeah, okay. So I think we'll get underway shortly.
Yeah. Hello everyone at home. Ronnie here. Looks like we're a few minutes away, so we'll come back to you in a few minutes' time.
Don't say anything, but every now and then, plug the German club and on a few sports.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we're getting underway here. So I think it's going to be Kenny to break by the looks of it. So how do you expect this match to go, Ronnie?
Yeah, this one might be a tight game actually. Two pretty evenly matched competitors.
Yeah.
You'd think maybe Colin might be a slight favourite here?
Colin's probably got the experience on Kenny, but you know, I've played Kenny a number of times and his game's getting better and better, so I expect him to obviously give Colin a run for his money here.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen Kenny play 8-ball before. I've seen him play a bit of 9-ball.
Yeah,
but,
All right, so what do we got? We've got one of each, did we? Yeah, one of each off the break. So what do you reckon, reds or yellows here? The yellows have obviously got the two over the pocket over there.
yeah,
so
it looks like he's going to have to go yellows here.
immediately I'd probably take those just based on that.
Yeah. Looks like his only real problem ball might be the one near the black.
Yeah.
Which he,
So he's obviously going for it here. He's opened up the game, so he's committed.
yeah, it's important to start off your match positively, which he's doing. It's a good start. I think he'd clear these three yellows at this end of the table before moving up.
Wouldn't you try to get that problem ball out of the way early? I mean, I always look to do that, I suppose. Try to get that problem ball out sort of early and not leave it to last.
Yeah, it's important to have a plan for that problem ball,
Yeah.
no matter what his plan is.
I think you might have tried to do that then.
Yeah, looks like he was going for a full ball cannon there, which would have...
Yeah, wasn't a bad attempt, that.
No.
So what about here? I mean, slight screw back and then give it another go?
Yeah.
But then you've got a bit of a problem trying to transition
Mm.
to that ball near the ball line. And then obviously trying to get position on that last ball. It's back onto the black, so it's a pretty big out here if you were to make it. Yeah, he sort of ended up in no man's land here, isn't he? I don't know if he can actually cut that ball. He might be able to.
Looks pretty tight. So, oh, he's attacking this problem ball right now. Maybe just laying up.
I don't know how you change it. Oh. Yeah, get Kenny to do it, I think. Alright, so On to Colin.
Yeah, first visit on the table.
Yeah, first visit. He's only got the one real problem ball here.
Yeah.
Did you say how to spell his last name?
No. He's only got the one ball on the rail, really. Apart from that, he should be looking. to go out.
Yeah, I think that one near the top balk might be blocked as well, though.
You could probably get onto that for just playing through the ball and sort of ending up near the other yellow, in between the two yellows, so you can get to that.
How's it spelled? That's it.
I'm not sure if he's doing it now. He's probably just going to try to block a hop.
H-U-Y.
Yeah, play the safe shot. That's actually
Yeah,
pretty smart shot.
it's nice pace.
Very smart shot.
Yeah, he's in control of the frame right now.
So really, I think what Kenny needs to do is play quite aggressive here and try to take both those yellows out. There's no point leaving him there. Colin's just going to control the frame and knock that, red off the rail.
Yeah, you're right. He's got an opportunity to actually knock both of these balls out in the one shot here, leaving Colin still a ball on the rail.
Back at Colin, give him a chance of running out. And It's not going to be the easiest run out, so
Might be fouling deliberately
he's
here.
going to try to pot his ball here. I'm not sure why I did that because it's a foul snooker.
No, he might be on this top ball, is he?
Maybe he is.
If he hasn't left a foul snook, it's actually quite a good shot.
You're right. If it's not a foul snooker, it's actually a good outcome.
Yep, good thinking there. Puts the pressure on Colin and
It's not a foul snooker, so good shot, Kenny.
yeah, puts a bit of pressure on Colin's first shot here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that out's really difficult now. I mean, he's got two dead balls. Advantage back to Kenny, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean Colin still has control of the table here. He can obviously
Try to change the circumstances.
try take the same pocket back, which he might be playing for here.
I'm just not sure how much room he's got to try to put the red in front of the yellow here. He obviously has. He's gone for the shot, so you
Yeah,
imagine.
well, he might be playing the double and then playing that shot next.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good shot. Oh, that's a pretty tough angle now.
This is the key shot here. Frame deciding shot, one feels.
Oh, he's done really well.
That's perfect.
That's a great shot.
That's perfect. So he's taken back that pocket and has control again.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think what I'll try to do here is block the red for yellow, just contain the frame for now because I'm sure you can do much else at this stage.
Yeah, he's just got to do whatever he can to stay in this frame at this point.
Just put the yellow straight in front of the red and
Let's go for a tactical battle.
have a tactical battle. That's absolutely right.
So when's your match, Michael?
I'm next. I'm next after
Yeah.
this round of matches, so I think it's a 5:30 start.
Yeah, you pumped for your first game?
Oh, look, sort of got back from holidays on Monday night, so I'm still a bit jet lagged, but
Mate,
I'll fire up no doubt when I get the cue in the hand. And
When are you not on holidays, mate?
oh, come on, mate, come on.
That lifestyle.
I'll fire up then. I think I'm just not really feeling it at the moment. So we've got 12 viewers watching. People starting to tune in. So
Yeah, guys, let us know if there's any issues with the audio or anything like that.
So what's Colin thinking here?
Would you go for a deliberate foul here? Just tap up to the ball?
Tap up to the ball, I think is the best option. Just give Kenny absolutely nothing.
You've got to make sure you do the right kind of tap up here though.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
give Kenny the option
get
to
balls out, yeah.
get multiple balls out in the one shot.
I think if you leave him sort of next to touching though, that's probably okay. I don't know about this though, he's probably going the wrong way. Yeah, he's giving him a chance here to just extract a couple of balls.
Yeah, not sure how the first ball lines up with the others, but might be able to get a couple balls out here, if not maybe all three if he has a bit of luck.
The problem is that he's still going to have to waste a shot here, right? And yeah. It's not a bad effort, actually. You can sneak him again here.
He can. He probably will leave the up and down, but that's no guarantee, and obviously position on the black as well.
That's right. They're going to just Colin for a really long black shot, which I'm sure he probably doesn't want to commit to if he can avoid. Yeah, no, it's actually not bad now for Ken.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He has left the up and down. If Colin's game to go for that.
Yeah, I think Colin's going to probably double this back towards the red.
Yeah, nice shot there. Good thinking.
That's a really good shot, actually. So Kenny, obviously one shot here. It's not a really good situation for him. Once again, maybe another snooker. Really needs 2 shots to try to extract these balls.
Yeah, I think you work on the 1-by-1, so maybe get one of those balls out, and then work on a snooker, and then.
Oh, he's actually got 2 shots, hasn't he?
Yeah, Table 10, Ian Will.
Looks like he's gone for the extraction here. I think that actually just clipped the red as well off the yellow, so it's lucky not to drop.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
So Ronnie, you're not playing this weekend?
No, I was looking forward to playing actually. Unfortunately, I had some last-minute commitments. I wouldn't say last minute actually. It's my first wedding anniversary this weekend.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you. The Mrs. parents are coming down to stay with us from interstate. So
Unfortunately, family events tend to take priority.
I thought it might be a bit rude to play pool all weekend while got that going on.
So you're sort of getting back into the pool scene. You've sort of played a bit of 9-ball, I see, and that's unlucky.
We scratched there.
It's a bit unlucky. Yeah, you played the 9-ball, and you're obviously playing Wednesday nights again, and you're interested in playing some of these states events. So it's good to see you back in the game.
Yeah, I think I needed a bit of a break. Had about 3 years off.
Yeah.
Feeling a bit refreshed now. Looking forward to getting back into a few competitions.
Yeah.
Really enjoying the 9-ball actually.
Yeah.
Long's done a good job setting up a few of these leagues around town.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to have a bit of variety, especially Q sports. Every single Q sport will teach you a different aspect of your game. So obviously, the more you play, the better.
Nice shot there by Colin.
Colin 2 shots. This is really game over. So it'll be 1-0 to Colin in a second.
How important do you think the first frame is in these kind of races, Masai?
Look, I'm not a big believer of that. I mean, a lot of people talk about it, but you know what I mean. I've seen people go up 2 or 3-0 up and then get pegged back. So you always want to be 1 up rather than 1 down, but it doesn't determine anything really. So the main thing is frame by frame. You just got to go frame by frame, and you got to understand that when you're playing good players, you got to lose frames. And you just got to hang in there for the opportunity. Yeah,
definitely. I think the first frame basically just calms the nerves.
Yeah.
Gets you going really.
Yeah, absolutely.
From there, it's all about momentum. If you can string together a few frames in a row, you can put some scoreboard pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, I agree. So what about this facility? I mean, this is great having a facility like the German club. Paul Berger is obviously a massive supporter of the ACTEBA 8-Ball Association, just pool in general. So it's really nice that we've obviously sort of taken this on as a I don't think it's an official headquarters, but it sort of has become a bit of a headquarters for ACTEBA, which is great, to have that support.
Oh, definitely, mate. This is beautiful. The last time I played trials, probably 5 years ago, we're still playing on some pub tables at various pubs.
Yeah.
So this is great.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And I think Mungle does his best to keep these tables in good order, and obviously all the work that he does to support the association.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to OnQ Sports.
Yeah. So no, we're very lucky to have those guys, obviously, part of our association and willing to support the game and see it progress. So thanks to those guys.
Definitely, yeah. Nice open break here by Colin. What do you think here, Zal?
Table
Yellows?
6.
I like yellows, yeah, they're all in the
Jed
open.
Johnston and Nathan
Yeah,
Poe.
yellows are pretty straightforward, to be honest, mate. I would absolutely love yellows here.
Table 2, Dean Welsh. And
Looks like a
Jeff
fairly straightforward
Elster.
out, actually.
Yeah,
Not,
yeah,
no real problems.
I'd really expect Colin to run out here.
Yeah.
I think his only real
Table
issue here is that bottom ball
11,
and where the black is.
Peter
You know, he's got
Penfold
to
and
work
Brett
out
Noble.
which ball he's going to use to get on the black. So, oh, that's a bit of an awkward. No, it's alright. You can see it. So it's really hard just to see those angles from the TV, isn't it? But yeah, I don't think that was his best shot, to be honest.
It looks like he's playing a little bit tentatively, actually, which can be expected early on. Before you iron out those
moves.
moves.
Run the one at the top rail here in the top right-hand corner. Oh no, it's actually better than I thought. I just didn't think he would come back so nicely. It is a bit deceiving. The camera angle is a lot different to when you're actually on the table.
Yeah, we're not actually in the best position to view the table from here, but we'll do what we can.
Yeah. So now his big decision here is basically which ball to get onto the black, right?
That's it. So you really,
Oh, that's no good. That's made it tough now.
you really need to know what your last ball is straight away, and you scope out the out from the break, and work on getting on that black. But he might have run into a tricky situation here, so he'll need a good pot
Yeah,
to continue this.
recovery.
Yeah, he'll be on both of these balls if he gets this in.
Well, Kenny's got a chance here, right? He's got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, he'll be happy to get to the table this frame, actually,
Absolutely.
from the layout of those balls off the break.
I'd be certainly cheering if, from that position, that I would have thought that Colin would have taken that one.
It's got a relatively straightforward starter as well, which is what you want.
Yeah.
So what we do here, Masal, clear up these three down this end of the table.
Well, I just don't know how you're going to get. I'm just going to put check side on, isn't it? I don't know how you're going to get back for position. Ooh. I was going to kill a black here. No. That's actually alright. He's got a few options here now. He's got a few options. He can obviously play the cannon one on top of the other, or he can go the middle. The only problem about the middle is going to be hard to control the white, or he can just play this one down the rail, which is probably not a bad option as well. And even if he misses,
Yeah, depends how he's feeling.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gone for a bit of coverage here, a bit of safety in mind.
Pot of coverage, right? I mean, even for pots, it's good. If he covers, it's good too.
Yeah, but it's probably not the best
That's a bit too hard.
best mind frame to start off your match with. Having a safety element in mind should
Should go for it.
yeah, show some positive intent. That really puts the pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So he's left a big pocket there for Colin. He'll be on both of these balls. Yeah. So pretty close to the rail though. So
Probably get a little bit under it. Looks like it's a little bit off. Just has to play down, which always makes the putt a bit harder when you have to jack up, right?
yeah, definitely. Introduces another element of risk in the shot, and
It's not a bad lead though, really. I mean, it's not a bad lead at all.
see that's probably the consequence of a poor positional shot the shot before, right?
Yeah,
If he wasn't so close to the rail, the out would have been. Well, there's no way you would have missed that pot, I don't think.
Yeah, it's made it a lot harder, that's for sure.
So both of these first two frames, could have and will go either way.
Look, yeah, playing one of those balls at the bottom is not a bad option actually, because it just leaves Colin with nothing. Or even if he wants, he can. Yeah, that's probably the shot to play. One of these short balls at the bottom and force Colin to go. It's a good shot. It's a very good shot.
Yeah, very nicely played.
Beautiful shot. So Colin's got a bit of work to do here. Obviously, you don't want to be giving 2 shots away, right?
No, it's not a. I mean, he does have the one cushion escape.
He has the one short cushion escape, yeah. I mean, if he can get away with giving Ken one shot, he's obviously still very much in the frame, but you think if he gives him two here, it's going to be all over. He's missed it. Yeah, that should really be,
Kenny's got a great opportunity here.
This should really be finished.
The red, I believe, is on next to the yellow. It might be a bit of work required to get on the other red, which is about a foot away from that yellow, but he does have two shots. So if he structures this correct, he shouldn't have any issues here.
I wonder if he could have played that one on the middle pocket first. Or was it just too hard a pot?
So what's his plan for the problem board, do you think?
Well, this is it. I just think it's going to be really hard. He's got two shots though.
He does,
He's got two shots, right? So.
So would you be inclined to use a shot just to get the other ball out, or?
Probably. It depends where the white stops here.
Yeah.
I'd rather not. I'd rather keep my two for as long as possible, but I think if he runs into a position where he's obviously got to do that, he'll just have to use one.
Well, the way things are going, he might be setting up for a plant.
Yeah, I don't know
on the next shot.
It's always a risky shot in this sort of situation. I'd rather do them one at a time. Ew. Well, this is not bad. He's got the angle here for a bit of an extraction as well. Or actually, he's got a perfect angle. Yeah, it is on. Actually, he's got a perfect angle to get good position on that rail. No, he's going to go. I wouldn't go this one by. I don't know if I'd be doing this. It's going to be hard to get position on that red.
This is the key shot here, isn't it?
It's going to be really hard to get position on that red. Oh no, easier than I thought. I thought the angle was much sharper than that.
He might be running away from the centre pocket here though, a little bit. It's still obviously a makeable cut after he pots this one into the centre. But he does need to stay up that end of the table for the black, for an easy black in the centre. Or of course he has a big pocket down here if he chooses to play the black long. Yeah, so that was the issue there. The white was always running away from the centre, wasn't it?
Well, he's got to go for it. There's no point. There's no point playing softly.
Well, this
is
is
go for the pot.
This is frame ball, isn't it? He makes his shot, he wins the frame. You suspect if he misses, he concedes the frame. Just got to back yourself here, cue that one nicely.
Absolutely. Play for it. Just go for it. Cue it nicely, like you said. You just got to commit here. No. Oh, maybe that. No. Has he left him?
No, these balls do line up actually. So
and he's got the it's a shot to nothing really. It's a shot to nothing.
it is, yeah.
And by shot to nothing, just for some viewers who might understand what I'm saying, is if he plays for the yellow on top of the other yellow, the white will just theoretically stay behind the black and give Ken a snooker in case Colin doesn't put a ball here. Oh no, he's gone for... Once again, he can play a nice snooker here and set his ball up.
Yeah, look, he can do whatever he wants here really because the red's quite dead, so...
Complete control of the frame. So Colin just needs to make sure this is over the pocket somewhere, and Kenny's in all sorts of trouble. Yeah, that's a very good shot. That makes it really difficult for Kenny now. What do you reckon here? This is
Look,
it's almost like a bit of a prayer almost, isn't it?
Yeah, look, depending how confident he is with his pace, you can actually come off one cushion and sit the ball right on the yellow, right on the red there. Leave a snooker, or he can try come off it thin on the left-hand side
And leave it on the rail.
leave him a long very fine cut, which looks like that's what he's gone for.
Isn't he? I
And
think he's fine.
oh,
no.
well, that was
Oh, jeez.
it's good thinking,
That
and,
didn't look like
and
it
the
was going.
execution was almost perfect. A little bit unlucky there.
That didn't look like it was going in.
No, it just kept running, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it's going to be 2-0 now. So Kenny's obviously had his opportunities here, just maybe a little bit of an experience. A little bit of nerves.
Yeah, I think so. Both players are playing a bit tentatively, as we've noticed. But look, it's only early days. Things can change.
Yeah, definitely. So who's your pick here for the tournament, Ronnie?
It'd have to be you, wouldn't it, Missile? It's hard to go past the machine, Missile.
Rightio.
That's what you told me earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
No, look, this is a interesting new format actually. Obviously, the last time I played trials, we didn't have this knockout type of format. It was a one-frame situation. Obviously, different players feel confident in races compared to one-frame situations. We are playing on some nice
Very nice
quality
tables, yeah.
quality tables, which generally means that the more elite players get to showcase their talents a bit more.
Yeah.
Look, I think one of probably 5 or 6 players have a good chance
Yeah.
in this tournament.
Now you got to pick one. You can only pick 5 or 6, mate. One.
Oh, well, I've already picked you, haven't I?
Only one can win.
Look, I think if Edmund's on his game,
Yeah.
he's very tough to go past.
Yeah.
But saying that,
He
He-
has brain fades, doesn't he?
a bit like Steve Smith.
He has
Few brain fades.
Edmund. I mean, he's an amazing player. There's no doubt. I've played a lot of 8-ball against Edmund, and I've just seen him absolute, freak show stuff from him. But you've seen him rock up in these tournaments, and he just loses to people. No disrespect to anyone, but he loses to people he should not probably lose to.
Yeah, it's interesting. So his A game is probably right up there,
Yeah.
but his B game might be lacking a little bit.
Yeah. So I think we're playing for lights here a bit, viewers. So Matty Harmon's on his really high ladder and trying to just adjusting the lights here, because I think some of the tables have complained about the lighting.
Yeah, Maddie's on light duty here, so apologies for the delay. We'll hopefully get some action on the table back in a couple of minutes' time.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think Edmund's obviously, so I've heard that he's in great form, so he'd probably be my pick as well, at this early stage of the tournament. But, you can never discount the likes of Matt Harmon, the guy's won it many, many times, so Matt would obviously have a great chance as well.
Of course, you'd probably say Maddie's been the most consistent player over a number of years.
Yeah.
Edmund might have the A game over the majority of the other players in the tournament, but as mentioned, it's all about consistency in these tournaments.
Yeah.
Who's won it recently? So last year was
Tanaz
JT last year.
Yeah, so he got up and won that one.
Yeah.
It's great for him.
What about the previous few years? I've been out of the loop a little bit.
So I think Matt's won the previous few years, from what my understanding. Matt and Edmund, I think, have sort of been sharing it a bit.
Yeah. All right, we've got some action back on the table here. Looks like an open break. Colin with the choice of balls here. What are you thinking? Yellows again look to be the choice.
I'd definitely go yellows, and I'd probably try to knock these two out now. Screw it behind the other yellow, and
yeah, just work your way up the table.
yeah,
really.
that's exactly right. Never nice having to use a jigger, right?
No, it
Especially when
does.
you're trying to do spin shots.
Yeah, it does add an extra element of degree of difficulty, I guess, to the shot.
Or yeah.
And
I think he might be right. It's hard to see from here, but I think he's alright.
it's hard to see, but yeah.
It looks like he's pretty confident on this ball. I don't know.
Well,
Very hard to
what it
tell.
does do,
It makes sure that middle pocket, well, it basically means you can't put that middle pocket, right?
yeah, unless he holds on that red, which
Yeah,
he
it's not a
has
bad
not.
outcome though, is it?
Yeah, it looks like he did have safety in mind there. So
It's not a bad outcome. Mind you, Ken can pot that one in the middle, right? That red in the middle. Yeah, okay. He's got an opportunity here to take control, or knock Colin's yellow out here in the corner pocket.
you know, this depending how this ball is played, it could be frame ball really. If he pots this, knocks that yellow out of the way,
That's
clears
right.
up that pocket, everything's open for him.
Absolutely. No, he's failed to take control of that pocket as well, I think. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from here. It'd be nice to get some comments from the viewers about who they think will win this year's title. So if you're on your computer and you've got a chance to comment, please let us know your thoughts, and it'd be good to see what our viewers are predicting.
And what about the up and comers, Masal? Who's impressed you lately?
Oh, who are some of the up and comers? Sorry, I'm just trying to. So Joe Rennie, he's pretty new to the area. I think he used to play a bit in Queensland, right? But he's obviously new down to Canberra, and I played him in the Division 2 championships, and he's got a very solid game, and he's a really nice guy too, real little gentleman of the game. So I think he'll get better and better as he sort of gets more and more game time. I think, you know, he's a potential top 20 player in the next year or two, whatever, you know. So yeah, Joe's definitely impressed me.
Yeah, look, he's playing on the other table at the moment. It'd be good to get a score update on that actually.
Yeah.
Might see if we can get a score update
And
for that game.
not that Brent's really a up and comer, but you know, he's obviously new to the 8-ball game with Brent Mobile. I played in the state team this year with Brent, and he's a phenomenal player. I think he ended up finishing on top of the state trials. Very nice queuing action.
Yeah, that's right.
Very nice queuing action, just very steady game. Very good potter, just, you know, really good snooker player. You can see he's come from that sort of snooker foundation. So he's a really impressive individual, and I expect him to win some state titles down the track as well.
Yeah, look, he'd definitely be in the mix, wouldn't he,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this year's title?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, he'd have to be considered this year for sure.
Funnily enough, I actually haven't seen him play 8-ball yet,
Yeah.
but back in the day I did play a few frames of snooker against him.
Yeah.
Very solid queue action. I did play in the 9-ball comp against him last season in the semi-final actually, and he impressed me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a good player.
Obviously anyone who can make century breaks in snooker.
Exactly. Should be
He's,
able to translate to the 8-ball, right?
Definitely, yeah.
What about you? Which outcomes do you think are sort of ones to watch?
Look, Joseph Rennie again came to mind for me.
Yeah.
In terms of juniors, I think young Nathan Miller is quite promising.
I'm not sure he went today. I thought he was 4-3 up.
I
against
think
Brendan Smith.
he did actually go down
He did go down,
in the
yeah.
end. I only saw his first 2 frames. His queuing
He's playing nice.
impressed me, and his thought process did as well. He came up with some shots that not too many other people would think of.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
think the only thing letting him down at this point in time is maybe his shot selection.
How old is Nathan? Is he 18 yet, or?
I don't think he would be.
No, okay. You know, that sort of stuff will come, right? I mean,
Look, he's a talented individual.
Yeah.
I actually played against him in cricket
yeah, right. Okay.
last season, and he was very promising talent,
Yeah, right.
especially
okay.
for his
a bit
age.
of
So
bit of an all-round sportsman.
yeah,
Very good. Very good. It's good, mate. It's good that kids get into sport these days. It's definitely the right avenue. So whether it's 8-ball or cricket or tennis or whatever it is, it's just good to get kids out there and playing some sort of sport.
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, back to this game. So Kenny's got a pretty tough shot here. Depending, he's going to pot this one. I'm not sure if that red slides past that yellow. Do you think it does? If it does,
Looks like it might.
if it does, it's pretty good. But he's still got to try to get position here, which is not easy. It's got to.
He's got a small margin for error, doesn't he? He's got to land it.
It's almost you have to leave it where the white is now, where the red is. It's probably your safest bet, and go for a huge pot. I just don't know how else you're going to get there. Maybe just drag it up the table a fraction.
He's gone
Yeah,
for.
but is it on?
Yeah, I think he's landed on.
Okay. But the problem here is
Yeah,
the white
it's
ball, right?
the white's sliding away from the
white-
direction you want the
white ball would
black.
have been better, what I suggested, because at least he would have been able to screw into the rail and get a shot in the black if he did pot the red. Now he's got a tough pot here and a tough position in the black. Unless we're not seeing something, mate, on the angles, but it certainly looks like that way from here.
Yeah, the angle looks like for us he might have to play a soft screw and play for the centre pocket,
Yeah.
the opposite centre.
Yeah. Oh, don't go in. Oof, got a bit away with that.
The cue ball actually went the opposite way, so maybe we had that angle
Yeah, it's
wrong
hard. It's
altogether.
really hard to see the angles here. So excuse us viewers, but we just struggled to see the angles. So some of the shots are so hard to predict. So Colin's got a lot of work to do here. I mean, you know, he's got two dead balls here on the rail. He's got one over the middle pocket, which is okay, and the other two are okay. But these two here needs a plan for.
What do you think? Is he just going to go for the tap up snooker?
Well, I'd probably want to pot the ball here first. Probably want to pot up the ball here so then you can at least run the yellow down over the pocket and leave it behind the other yellow.
Looks like he's just gone for the tap up here.
Yeah, fair enough. But he hasn't got it.
No, he's left it on. This is a big chance here for Kenny.
Huge chance, yeah. This should just be a small stump shot, and he'll have a shot in the middle. The only problem is the queuing. I'm not sure if the yellows
Well,
is queuing.
he's left-handed, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's
So
left-handed. You're right. Yeah.
this time it works in his favour.
Yeah. So if he can manage to just even leave the white where it is,
Look, these are the chances you really need to start taking, right?
you've got to take this one.
This is the third frame, which could have gone either way, so
Yeah.
you got to start taking these chances.
I think he's just trying to force it, you know. This is where your queuing is really important. Shots like that.
And this has opened up the frame perfectly for Colin. Those two yellows before were somewhat difficult,
Yeah.
but now everything's out in the open here, and
Everything's there now,
you,
so
you expect to
Colin
go
run
game
away,
from
yeah,
here.
Definitely. It's a bit unfortunate for Kenny. It's 2-0 now, you know, 3-0 and it starts sliding away, especially race to 8. Doesn't give you many frames.
Yeah.
Saying that, 3-0 is not huge, and you still win the next two and you're right back in there, right?
Yeah, it's not, but it's a point in time where scoreboard pressure might start coming into it,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So those, medium shots might turn into hard shots in the mind, at
I
least.
think that's what we saw in that last shot, right?
Yeah, there's a bit of pressure on him to make that, right?
Yeah, I think, you know, for those probably less experienced than some in this game, I think just your queuing is so important, you know. Maintaining your queuing doesn't matter what the score is, you know, who you're playing, just making sure that you're queuing the ball nicely, you know, taking a bit of a pause, not rushing it, hitting the ball nicely. Obviously, you still lose games and all that sort of stuff, but you're going to be a lot more consistent in your approach. And you'll become more effective as you go along. So I think, you know, for some of the newer players out there, your queuing is everything. Alright, so that's 3-0 to Colin.
George has just asked you to let me know periodically while this match is on about the quality setting on YouTube for everyone defaulting to 144.
To 144?
Yeah, which is really good. So just to up it to 720 or whatever.
Yeah, sure. So just Kenny's passed on a message from George that if the viewers can please change their default setting of 144p to 720p because the default quality is not very good. So if you're having some quality issues, please change the setting to 720p.
Yeah, look, for everyone watching out there, if there's any other issues, audio, visual, anything like that, please let us know in the comments, and we'll endeavour to rectify those for you straight away.
And look, just a big shout out to George. Setting this up, it's just amazing. It's very kind. It's just, you know, obviously promoting the game, and it's one of the reasons I actually come back into it, to be honest, because, you know, I was sort of watching it at home and it gave me the itch again. So, mate, you're doing a fantastic job, and I've heard you're off to Melbourne, which is a shame for obviously ACTEBA. But really like to thank you for what you've done and all the hard work in terms of setting that up. And I know there's probably been some personal expense as well, so really appreciate it, George. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, look, thank you very much to George and Kenny here today. He's doing a great job. Anyway, back to the match. Looks like Colin has scratched off the break, giving Kenny choice of balls again. And Reds were very, very nice until that.
I think he can still get it out, right? I mean, he's got an option to take it out now to disturb that red. Oh, I don't know why he's playing this for. Anyway,
I think he just wants to take control of the pocket here.
Yeah, okay. Slow the game down. Has he left to call anything here? Maybe one in the middle? I'm not sure, I can't really tell. But I think what Kenny really needs to do here is what you suggested earlier, Ronnie. He just needs to get confidence and go for it, you know. You can't let things go the way they are.
Actually, back to our earlier conversation, we do have some score updates. So Joseph Rainey, who we were talking up a little bit before, is somewhat running riot on the other table there. 7-0.
Wow,
against Scott G.
Scotty's a good player. Scotty's obviously an ex-state player, so that's a huge result for Joseph.
Yeah, so he's playing good. Looks like Joseph won his first match quite comfortably as well, 8-2. And winning this one 7-0.
Yeah.
The other match we were talking about, it looks like Nathan Miller went down 8-6, close.
Good effort by Nathan, definitely.
Kenny's gone in off again.
Yeah, Kenny's just a bit of confidence here in the field. Like I said, he just needs to start playing through the balls and having a go.
Yeah, look, he is losing the white ball a bit. He's obviously not following through, which is an indication of maybe being a bit nervous, not cueing quite as well as he usually would.
So the other result here is Mongrels 2-0 up on Tuan, and Mika Norton is up 4-1 against Hoko. Now, I'm not sure who Hoko is.
Yeah, Hoko, he actually impressed me. I saw him playing 9-ball the other night in the 9-ball competition, and I believe he actually had a good result against young Dragan Markovic.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he can definitely play.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him play 8-ball, but he's obviously doing quite well.
Yeah, great. All right, we'll keep an eye on the other results as well.
All right, well, Colin has used his first visit to get out his problem dead ball.
So is that one in the middle, do you think, Ronnie?
The one next to the red?
Yeah, correct. The
Yeah,
one touching ball, closer touching the
Yeah, I think the yellow is on for
Okay.
Colin, but I don't think the red is. So as it stands now, it looks like all of Colin's balls are in the open, and he has another chance.
Oh, no, why is that?
I guess,
He had an out here.
yeah, he did have many options there, so
Not sure why he's pulled up a safety shot here. Colin's obviously a quality player. I would have expected him to try to run out here.
especially when you're 3-0 up, you can
Yeah.
kind of start asserting your dominance in the match,
Yeah, absolutely.
stamping your authority.
Yeah, I mean, the
And,
run out here would have just deflated Kenny's,
Definitely.
confidence completely. But now you're bringing back to the table, have a few more shots, get a bit of rhythm. You don't want to let players that are, struggling get rid of them.
Look, I think those last two shots by both players gives us an insight into how they're feeling at the
Yeah.
moment. Probably not overly confident in the way they're queuing.
Yeah. So nice double here, I think, for Kenny. You can use that yellow to disturb that pack over there.
Would you lay up this red over the pocket, or would you go for force and?
No, I'd probably go force, because if you do lay it up, then Colin can just pot it, right? So
Yeah.
there's no point doing that. I think you just got to go for it here. That's a great shot, great effort. A good result too, to be honest. He's now giving himself
is a good
bit of
result,
pocket. Yeah, it's a good shot for Kenny. All right, so Situ, hey mate, how are you? I'm not speaking loud enough. I'll try to speak a bit louder, but I'm just conscious that obviously we're close to the table and the dominant student players, so I'll try to turn my volume up a little bit, but I'm just conscious of that. But Matt Palco's obviously said that the sound and video is good from his end, so all right, Situ, I'll try to talk a little bit louder if I can.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback, guys. Good to hear from you as well. Hope you're well, Situ and Matt.
My volume's fine. Okay, so Kenny Nichols just told me my volume's fine, so might be something you're in then, Situ, mate.
Never your fault, is it, Michael?
Well, I'm just become by Kenny, mate. Kenny knows what he's talking about. Look at him.
Got the delayed thumbs up by Kenny because the stream's a bit delayed. Alrighty, well, Colin is in firm control of this frame at the moment with that.
Yeah, he's got a bit. He's just got it where he needs to, right? Yeah, just making sure those pots are right.
See, was there any benefit from potting that ball if
No,
Ken
no
did
benefit at all.
indeed pot that ball?
He's really got to work out how he can tie up Colin here, because at the moment, next visit to the table, Colin should be running out.
Yeah, as long as that yellow is on in the centre.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to see from here, but
Oh, he's extracting that. No. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I don't know. I'd actually just try to kill something of Colin's just to make the out a little bit harder. Try to get another shot. Try to tempt him into an out and hope he misses.
look, that's good thinking actually. It's tying up the
Time up the black, yeah.
right there. But obviously when Colin pots that yellow, if it's on, it's quite easy to disturb those balls there and make the black on.
It is, but things can go wrong too, right? So
Yeah, look, he has done something.
if you can make it a little bit harder for your opponent, and Colin's not playing his best. I mean, look, he's definitely not playing his best. So if you can make it a little bit harder for someone that's probably not playing that great at the moment.
All right, so what will you do here, Michael? Surely you'd have to start working on those two
Well, I'm not sure
reds
why
in
he's
there.
playing,
You really need to work on the main problem here, which is those two reds behind the yellow and the.
But wouldn't you try
Pocket,
to pop
right?
that red and disturb him somehow? I don't know.
See, that's just helped Colin, hasn't it?
That's just nothing, yeah. I would have tried to pot that red somehow, maybe cut it into the top right-hand corner pocket, or something like that, and disturb him.
Look, I would have actually
Not wasted a shot.
backdoored these two reds out of that pocket where the yellow is.
Yeah, right, okay. It's a good option.
See, right now,
Yeah.
every ball that Ken's potting is actually helping Colin's cause.
He's just struggling to pot a ball at the moment. It's unlike Ken, because Ken's a good player. Like I said at the start of the sort of coverage, I've seen him play some very nice potting. It's not a bad layout, to be honest.
Yeah, Colin's in complete control of this frame.
Kenny's in all sorts of trouble here.
He's really got to try and go for a bit more coverage here. Cover this yellow a bit more. Just
He's
get
just got to buy
this
some
red.
time, really, doesn't he?
Get this red as close as you can to the yellow. Make it difficult.
And that's a big thing. When you're in this sort of frame, you just got to try to make it hard for the opponent. That's all you can do. You can't run out here. You can't do anything amazing. You just got to try to make it as hard for your opponent as possible and hope for a mistake. That's just really nothing shot.
I think what he was trying to do there was actually get that red down this end.
And try to lay up.
Yeah,
the red.
just try block that pocket a little bit more.
But you could have done that with those two heads there at the moment, couldn't you? Just keep nudging them towards the yellow, really.
All right, well, Colin's got a good chance to go game here.
I
This
think
frame.
Colin doesn't want to wait forever, right? He's overcut that. Yeah. Colin doesn't want to wait here forever, right? You got to sort of just have a go and pot him. So what do you reckon? I mean, I would probably play that red on the rail near the yellow and just try to tap it up towards that yellow.
Yeah, look, I think that's
benefit in playing those other
I think that's all you can do at this point in time. Just bide a bit of time, make it a little bit more difficult for Colin.
You want to try to leave as many balls on the table here if you can, not pot balls. So there's no benefit in doing this. You're opening up another pocket for
Let's put in the
he's
black
playing
there.
the black, okay. That's a great shot. I didn't even think of that one. That's a very good shot, Kenny. Very good shot. Very good shot. You think about it all, Ronnie.
Yeah, but look, with 2 shots here.
Yeah, but still, like we said before, as long as he's making it a little bit harder for Colin, right?
Yeah, look, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And the way Colin's attacking the balls, he might actually get another visit on the table. So
Probably distract this, but he's going to have to play one on top of the other, and things go wrong when you start doing that sort of stuff.
yeah, look, this frame's definitely not over by any stretch of the
I don't
imagination.
really
So
like playing one on top of another in this sort of situation. I'd rather take them one at a time. It's not bad, but now he's only got 1 shot on the black, right? So, look,
So you know,
Colin's got himself into a bit of a problem here.
if when Kenny gets back on the table here, he can put that red over the yellow, put the yellow over the pocket, leave the red over the pocket, and he'll have control of that pocket there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But Colin's not going to allow him to do that.
Yeah, but saying that, Colin's going to have to pot. In fact, we can actually just tap up to this, right? But then what Kenny can do is kill that black completely with one of his reds.
Yeah. So looks like he's just going to tap up here.
There's no benefit in the shot. Absolutely no benefit in that shot at all. So really, Kenny can now take control and put that red on top of the black.
Ooh.
He's hit a rail, that's fine.
He did. Did he only hit a rail because it rolled, or?
Yeah, it looks like it rolled off a bit at the end.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anyway, I think Colin might have to pot this ball now and might have to go.
Well,
No.
like I said, there's no benefit in playing those shots because Kenny's just going to keep putting balls around that black.
Yep.
It's not very smart thinking by Colin. So what can he do? What do here is push that red up to the black.
Yeah, look, this is smart. He's going to make him play that yellow over the pocket closest to the white, right?
That was a good shot, was it? Because he might have you in an angle to go to push the black off that red now. Do you think? If Colin can get around into that right, he can pop that black off that red.
Yeah, but as you mentioned before, that's introducing a bit of risk,
But I'm
right?
not sure if he's got a choice here.
Is he going to go for the extraction here?
Once again, that's a risky shot.
It is.
I would have rather gone the other way that I suggested.
Yeah, he's queuing down on it, so it looks like he might be.
He might get a result. It's still risky. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, why could it be on? Anything could have happened there. So it's always best to try to control the ball, you know, and have a really good knowledge of what you're doing. Just trying to bash a ball out without any real knowledge of what's going on, it's probably not the best shot to play. No, he's got it rail. So Kenny shouldn't really run out of from here. He just needs one good pot.
I think this frame is very important for Kenny's confidence,
If
really.
he can pot that one in the middle, he'll run out. Mind you, the black's not easy. The black's not easy. He's going to try to cut this instead, is he? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those shots where you run into balls and let them run around.
Yeah, there's an element of luck in how the balls end up. Look,
They just
this
ended up perfectly for him.
it has. So this will test his queuing here. He's missed a few of these. Oh, he's playing safety here.
Safety, you reckon?
Yeah, he's gone for a snooky.
No. Oh, he's got away with it. The problem here is if Colin just gets out of his snooker, Kenny's under all sorts of pressure.
Yeah.
I think I would have gone for that. He had 4 nice balls there to pot out.
Yeah, look, you got to back yourself in that situation. Just one nice straight long shot. Trust your queuing.
It wasn't that too bad either. It was
No.
straight. It was, you know, it wasn't the longest shot in the world. I should nail that 9 times out of 10 at least.
All right, this is a 1 cushion escape here. See how he
Colin
goes.
will just leave the white where it is. I think he'll just butt up. Oh, he's playing it harder.
That's
Oh, okay.
all right. This has worked out very nicely for Kenny, actually.
Do you think?
Yeah, he's
White
got
goes between those 2 reds then?
a huge margin for error here for
Oh,
a
but Kenny,
snooker.
Yeah. Well, which ball would you play?
Oh, the one he's playing now. Just leave the white. I'll follow through the white a bit.
You play for a snooker?
Yeah.
He's Gone for a pot. Well, interesting that you potted that.
Do you think this is a total, or it's got to be close, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, he's
Colin's-
asked for it.
Colin's asked for it, so Colin's usually good with this, so he's got a great eye.
Looks like it's been granted. This is obviously just a one cushion escape again. You'd want to come off this half ball, leave the white down this end of the cushion. Obviously Ken has that ball relatively close over the pocket as an easy starter. So Colin's weighing up his options to
Yeah.
give away a tactical two here. You'd think the one cushion escape might be...
I think so. I think if you can limit it to one shot, you're putting Kenny under pressure, right? He knows he's not playing very well at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Or this is probably not a bad option too, because it's going to force him to use one. Yeah. Ooh, no,
No,
he's left it on, I think.
he's left that on, I think.
Probably not what he wanted.
Oh no,
Looks
Kenny.
like Kenny's acknowledged a good shot, so obviously it's not on.
Mm.
So yeah, that's not a bad. That's actually a good shot by Colin.
You don't prefer going for the one cushion escape there? Put some pressure on Kenny, the way he's playing, as you mentioned?
Well, the thing is, it's sort of the same thing, really, isn't it?
See, look, now it's enabled him to use his first shot, and now he has 4 open balls on the table, right? You'd expect him to
Yeah,
finish from
true.
here.
True, you're right. But it would have been 4 open balls even if he, you know, had one shot in the black.
I think the key is always to put yourself in your opponent's shoes. Would you prefer 2 shots, or would you prefer 1 shot and a bit of pressure
Yeah, no, you're
on
right.
you?
You're right. I think you're right. Oh, this has made the transition very difficult now. Can you screw back? Can you screw back onto that middle, I suppose? That's not ideal, is it? I suppose you can stun across too for the other corner pocket, right? He plays this one.
Look, I
up
think
the
this is
table.
one of those situations. If you're playing confidently, this is a very easy finish.
Yeah.
If you're a bit nervous, low on confidence,
I think the shot here is to screw back, right?
yeah, screw back a foot.
Yeah.
It's gone for centre.
Still okay.
Yeah,
still
very nice.
Fine. No
Yeah.
problem at all. Stun back here, a little bit of stun. And the blacks.
These,
right there.
this shot is very important for Kenny here.
Needs to
Get himself on the
He really
board.
needs to get on the board.
Yeah,
That's
well
fine.
played.
That's a good shot, Kenny.
This is good for the match, actually. Gets Kenny into the match. Hopefully, we should see some higher quality frames.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, well done,
That's
Kenny.
fine. Good win for Ken. Nice to get on the board.
3-1.
There you go. Yeah. I'll just have a beer actually. Just a northern maybe. Yeah, actually, yeah. Sorry guys, I should have turned my mic on. Off. Ronnie's, yeah it is. Yeah. So Matt Power was telling me he's trying to get some tips by the way I play my frame for it, but I still got to win. I've got Richard Yonan away. Yeah, so I haven't actually seen Richard play a lot, but I've heard he's quite a decent player. So, Matt, you might be playing me, mate. You might be playing someone else. All right, so 3-1 for Colin. It's a break. Looks like a great break. What's he got here? Let's have a look. The Reds are probably better. The reason why I said the Reds are better is because of that yellow on the rail that's sort of stuck behind that red. But as long as he's got an opener here, I'm not sure if one of those ones in the middle go. If one of those go, then he's all right. He can go for it. Nice pot, Kenny. That's perfect. So if he can pot this one now, he's got a real good chance of running out. And that would do a massive amount for his confidence, absolutely. A run out here would absolutely transform this game. very awkward queuing for Kenny. That's where you just need to compose yourself. No, it's alright. It's not a bad leave. He hasn't left Colin much, I don't think. So Colin's got a bit of work to do in this frame. So we're just trying to put this in front of the other red, I think. Oh no, that one goes. Okay. It's hard to see these angles. That looked like it was covered from here. So Colin's really only got that one problem ball that we sort of mentioned at the start. Just needs to find a way of compromising. Oh, no, he's fine. Yeah, you can definitely polish these balls up, they're not a problem. It's just that one ball he's going to have to think about how he's going to get to. Maybe a double. But if you are going to double, you probably want to do it sooner rather than later. Otherwise you're going to be leaving yourself with a massive black. You really want to quarter and transition. This is probably the way to go. So I think if Colin can get himself in a position here for a double, and then he can use that yellow on the top half side of the table to transition to the black. Oh, I don't know about that. That was, even if he did hit it, I'm not sure how much benefit that would have provided. I would rather see him try to, position himself nicely for the double here rather than doing that, because there's not a lot of benefit in that shot, to be honest. Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good shot by Colin. He's bought himself some time here. It's giving Kenny just a bit of a hard time now, because whereas before he had that pocket free, now he needs to obviously double it or do something a bit different, which makes it just a little bit tougher. It's always about making it a little bit tougher for your opponent. Trying to extract a mistake somewhere. Putting him under pressure. So what I would have liked Kenny to do in that position was to actually extract that red now and put it somewhere else. Because now what's giving Colin the opportunity to do is actually take that one out and have control of the frame. Alright, so Kenny's got an option here now of taking control of that pocket in the corner. Whether he wants to pot this one near the black first and get down there, it's probably not a bad way to do it. Or he's just going to do that back. That's actually not a bad option as well. The guys are playing some real tactical ball.
Alright, sort of a missed Michael. Another tactical battle,
Yeah,
is
it's a
it?
bit of a tactical battle now. I mean, Colin had they both actually had a chance of running out. Not an easy chance by no means, but definitely a chance. But sort of now resorted to a tactical frame. Not sure why he potted that, to be honest, Ronnie. I don't see any benefit in that, do you?
No, I'd assume he was going for the extraction, but the angle didn't really
Yeah.
allow him to do that easily.
I mean, the thing is, if he can actually take the black out and put it into some sort of potting zone, it's going to put pressure on Kenny. There's no doubt he's got a couple of balls on the rail, which are not easy to pot. So if you can just put it somewhere that's potable,
Does this reverse double here?
I don't know. It does obviously not. Yeah, I can see, but it's not a very good shot.
No, so now this allows Kenny to get his ball off the rail
Yeah, make it
out
potable.
there and leave Colin either a snooker or a very difficult shot.
Yeah. Very nice putt by Kenny. I probably would like to leave that ball in the pocket. What about you, Ronnie? I mean, I like having a ball over the pocket just for recovery purposes. And if you can... I'd like to leave that one where it is, just for recovery. And maybe just put this one over the pocket somewhere. What do you think? What would you do?
Yeah, look, I think you're right. There's no real benefit to putting this ball over the pocket at this point in time. So yeah, maybe just push this ball in the centre of the table, you know, up this end of the table. The only...
So Aiden Staff 69. Mate, yeah, so what you gotta do is you gotta change it to 720p. That's why you're getting crap quality. So the default on YouTube is 144p. If you change it to 720p, you should notice a difference.
You nervous, are you, mate?
So that was a pretty smart shot by Colin. We just need another. I don't know if it's potable now. It might be. You have to reverse double this back and reverse it right?
Yeah, Kenny's still in strong control of this frame.
Yeah, it's looking like a good shot. Oh, needed a couple a little bit more. He might have left Colin a pot here. I don't know.
Maybe not a pot, but maybe just enough room to take control of the pocket. But
Yeah.
it's going to have to be a
Pretty good shot, right?
pretty precise shot. It looks like from the angle anyway. Just playing a bit of drive on this. Yeah, look, it wasn't an easy shot, obviously.
So he's got to take control of his pocket now, right?
Look, yeah,
Nice soft shot here. Just run it up to the pocket. That's it. That's all you need to do. That's perfect. I think what you'll find is Colin just. Problem is you can't put the red because it's going to foul snooker him, so you might just kill the black here. What do you think?
no, I don't think you can give him two like that.
Let's try to put it closer. Yeah, that's probably not a bad option.
Yeah, see, this is what we were talking about early in one of the earlier frames, weren't we? Just prolonging the frame when you're behind. Just do whatever you can, just to stay in the frame that little bit longer,
See, he's gonna commit
and
here. I'm
encourage
not
him.
sure I'd be committing. See what I mean? Anything can happen in that sort of situation. He could have potted that yellow. There's no need to take such a risk. When you
Yeah.
control the frame.
What's next here? Maybe a tap up.
Well, no, he's got two shots, right? Oh no, he hasn't.
No,
he hasn't got
just
two shots. Yeah, so just a snooker, right? Just play the one closest to the top rail. And
See, this is what happens when you prolong the frame, right? You make it just a little bit difficult for your opponent, and he makes a mistake, or he relies on a bit of luck that goes wrong, and you're back in the frame, right?
yeah.
Now Kenny has two dead balls, and
Now, if
Colin
you
has a
can-
one cushion escape here.
Now this is where I would actually go for the one-shot pressure escape.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
If you were to get it, Kenny's in big trouble.
Yeah, both those balls are dead.
And even if you miss, it's still not an easy out, right? I mean, it's one that should be probably made, but it's not easy.
Look, you've got to back yourself to hit the ball here, but how often do we see the white go through that narrow gap
Yeah.
and go in off?
Yeah, all the time. No, he's got it. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Good shot by Colin. Great shot.
Great shot. Now the pressure's right on Kenny
Yeah,
here.
Kenny's in all sorts of trouble now.
Safety's not easy, and no pots on.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you committed to that shot back then. And there's probably no need to do that because you're relying on luck, and you should never rely on luck in this game if you can avoid it.
So how long are you back in Canberra this time, Masala, before your
Oh,
next
I've got no
holiday?
travel plans. Actually, got no travel plans.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
Nonsense.
No travel plans at all, which is lovely. That last trip was very tiring, I must say. US twice in a month, it's just too much, even for me.
How many times have you been to Vegas this year?
No,
Or in the last year?
just once in Vegas. This year?
US 4 times in the last year, is it?
No. Oh, well, over 12 months here. Not this calendar year. This calendar year only twice.
Look, I think Kenny's tied up this black here. Well, he's at least.
I don't think so. I think he's
He's-
got the pocket right. I mean,
Yeah,
Colin's
I
got the
mean,
screw up the
he's
table.
he's at least taken out half the pockets,
Yeah,
right?
true, absolutely.
Which is something.
Yeah, it's
But
perfect.
that's a great shot.
It's perfect.
That's
It's a great
perfect.
shot, Colin. Colin's starting to play a bit better here now, I think. He's obviously sensed that Kenny's slowly getting back in the frame and he's put the accelerator down, so good playing here by Colin. Very nice pot, very confident pot.
All right,
4-1
4-1 to Colin.
Colin's another one that's actually had a bit of a break from the game, like me and you as well. I mean, it's nice to take a break, I think. It's hard to keep going at it non-stop. It's just
Oh, of
take a
course.
bit of time away and
Recharge your batteries.
recharge the batteries, do something else for a while and come back a bit refreshed.
Yeah. Surprising how much you can miss something that you're not particularly too fond of after overdoing it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I know certainly with me, I played a lot there, especially 3 nationals in a row, and mate, by the end of it, I was just I just put a lot of time on the table, and I was just had enough. Just needed to get away for a while.
Look, I think since we last spoke, Scott G's made a bit of a comeback on Rennie's, won the last 2 frames.
Yeah, so what's that now?
Score 7-2, leaving his charge a bit late, but
Oh, it's all over. Okay, so we've just
it
been
looks
through,
like
it's all
Rennie,
over.
yeah. 8-2 to go. What do we have here? An open break again by Colin.
Nothing down. Okay, yeah, so it's open table.
Yep, choice of balls for Kenny.
Oh, none of them are really absolutely pleasant, are they? I mean, the yellows aren't too bad, but they're not. It's certainly not regulation by no means.
No, there's no straightforward run out here on either colours.
So you'd probably look at which ones are better for the overall frame instead of a run out here, I think.
Yeah, I'd be inclined.
I must think red's a bit better.
It's almost 50-50, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's really hard to pick actually. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's actually really tough. You can probably pot this red and go back to the other red down the bottom rail. So it's probably a quick way to eliminate 2 of them. And then you're playing only the top half, which is probably not a bad thing. I would have rather played through the ball of a bit of right hand side.
This actually works out not too bad here.
Why is that?
I think if he eliminates this ball up the top here,
Right.
bit of check side here, bit of left hand side, plays for the cannon on
Yeah,
those
okay.
2 balls there. Then he leaves himself on, potentially 3 balls, at least 2. It's gone the other way actually.
He's just played natural, right? I think he's just trying to put it over the hole. What about the other results, Ronnie? What are
Looks
we
like
seeing here?
Mick's taken out Hocko 8-1.
Yeah, right. Mick's obviously playing well. So.
Yeah, funny you say that. Mick did mention he was a bit fired up for this tournament
Yeah.
after losing a few points in the team's event for late payment. So that's fired himself and his teammates up.
So the other couple of games here of interest is Brent Noble is 5-2 up on Chipper. Chipper's obviously been a player that's been around for a long time. And Dean Welsh is up 4-2 against the Jeff Elkier, is it? I've never heard of Jeff, don't know who he is. He's obviously taken a couple of friends of Dean.
No, that's a new name
Yeah.
to me as well.
Yeah, Colin's starting to play nice now. He's starting to play through the ball, play confidently. Expect him to run away with this match now, to be honest.
Yeah, it's amazing what the scoreboard can do actually. Scoreboard pressure for the guy behind and a bit of confidence for whoever's leading.
Yeah, so this is good confident shooting. This is what we like to see.
Yeah.
Flying through the ball, using the rails for positioning. This is a sign
Do you
of a
think
more
this
confident
ball's
player.
on Michael or
Pretty
impeded?
close. It's pretty close. I don't know if it's on, but it looks pretty close. Colin's looking at it pretty carefully, so it must be half pocket. Oh no, he's actually going for a plant, I think. But I'm not sure if that's the best shot. That's a foul. Oh no, they really hit the rail, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
other yellow actually hit the rail as well. So.
No, the yellow didn't, I don't think. Maybe it did. Okay. It's pretty close. But I think the red hit the rail, so it should be okay. So Kenny's certainly sitting his frame. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, look, he's, as we were talking about earlier, he's got to make life difficult for Colin. If obviously there's no easy out here, so he's got to get himself back in the frame, do something.
The problem is these two reds. He needs to do something with these two reds here, where the white ball is. Okay. That's giving him opportunity to double maybe. I'm not sure what the angle's like. I can't really tell from here, but he might be able to double one of them and leave the white where this one is. He's really going to try to get those two out, because otherwise, while they're there, he's not really moving far, not really putting pressure on Colin.
Who are you playing today, by the way, Michael?
Richard Yonan.
All right.
I don't know much about him, to be honest. I've never really. It's a good shot,
Yeah, it's a nice double.
but I know he. Some were saying he's a very good potter, so we'll see. You know. You've got to beat everyone in this tournament. There's no point worrying about who your next opponent is. You just got to beat everyone.
Yeah, that's right. Play the table, not the player, is what they say, right?
That's exactly right. So, you know, if he beats me, he beats me. If I beat him, it's all good. It's just the game. We'll do our best. That's all it is. If we lose, then we've got Sunday free to relax, sleep in. If we win, then we come back here and do it all over again. So there's benefits to both, isn't there?
All right, what are you thinking here, Masal? What would you do in this position?
Well,
I would actually play the ball
I
on
think
the...
he's putting the red in front of the yellow, which is probably not a bad option, but he hasn't got it. Oh. That's actually right. That's actually a good outcome. I think he might have enjoyed snooking up there, do you think? Maybe not. If he is, then Colin's in trouble.
No, it seems to be okay.
No, he's alright. Still got a shit over the ball, which isn't easy. Oh, he's got past that question. That's a great shot. Great shot by Colin. And he's one shot away from winning the frame, really. Double or cut, whichever one he prefers. Just a bit high. Very good effort though. Well, Kenny's got a chance here, right? I mean, if he can cut this one in, he's definitely got a good chance.
No, I think he should just take the ball up the top over the pocket.
You
And
think that one first?
yeah, definitely, and he'll...
Yeah, then he can run the other one down, right, and have insurance in case he misses. A bit of a shot to nothing, yeah. You're right, that's probably a good option.
He's got to back himself here. Play for position on the one closest to the rail.
Yeah, right, it's a bit of a natural angle as well, right? So, yeah, the one at the top of the table is a good option. The bottom of the table, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great shot. It's actually a great angle too.
Yeah, look, that's right. He's left himself, you know, natural here.
It's a shot to nothing too. Well, if he plays it correctly, you know, can't miss it by a mile as long as he's pretty close to the pocket. It's a bit of a shot to nothing. No, he's got it
Overcut
away.
that.
Well, no, he's got it right. But that's
Yeah,
the
look,
one.
he's got away with that.
He missed that by a long way though, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's a bit lucky he got away with that.
But saying that, I think he got away with it because he went about it the right way,
Yeah,
the right shot selection.
Correct, yeah.
So he did leave himself a shot to nothing.
Yeah. So good outcome there for Ken.
Yeah, it could be just what he needs to get back in a match.
Yeah.
Just need a few of these small things to go your way, and
Hey, Joe, wow. We've got Joseph Rennie here just joining us in the commentary box. Good win, Joe. We've obviously been monitoring your score.
Yeah, no.
Done well.
Yeah.
Happy with the way you're playing?
Yeah, happy.
Yeah.
Happy. You know, you're trying to get that run out as many as you can, and if
Yeah.
you're running out, you know, one in every more than one in every couple, so you want to be over 50%.
Yeah.
That feels good. If you're scrapping towards the end of the frame and you're missing shots and not putting yourself in a good spot, you know, you feel it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it felt good. Ran out a couple of games, probably about 4 or 5, and then
Yeah.
Scrapped probably the other 3 to 4.
Lovely. Good one. Who's your next opponent?
Mr. Harmon.
Oh, you got Matt? Okay. That'll be a good game. That'll be a really good game.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, great, mate.
Yeah, good stuff, Joe. Good luck in your next one.
That's what it's all about. All right, mate. Good luck.
I'm not sure if you folks could hear our conversation with Joe before, but he said he's happy with the way he's playing, and good signs from early on in the tournament. A few good victories, and he's got a good match up next with Matt Harmon, which will be interesting to see the outcome.
So Kenny's committed here. And to be honest, he can probably go for a double here, and maybe even end up sort of behind the black somewhere in case he misses. And if he does pot it, then he's got the middle pocket. So he can probably just play through the ball here and have a go at it. Or bad luck.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The black might have actually been in the way of that.
Is it okay?
I'm not too sure though.
I don't think it was originally, but you're right, it could have been.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but anyway, Colin's got a great opportunity here to extend his lead.
Because it would have been okay. Yeah, nice confident pop by Colin.
Yeah, Colin is playing a bit more confidently now. It's definitely evident. And his confidence in his shots is being rewarded as of late anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not two nice pots. Well done, Colin. Nicely played. Very good. 5-1. So really, Ken's really got to win a few frames here. You don't want to be going down 6-1 and seeing Colin on the hill. It's a long road back.
Yeah, if he's going to make a move
and
a footprint on this match, now's the time to do it.
Definitely.
Alright, so we've got Mongrel and Tuan tied at 4 games each. Got Danny Marlowe up 5-3 against Travis. And Dean is 4 each with Jeff.
Who's Jeff? Yeah, I've never heard of Jeff before. He's obviously giving Dino a run for his money. Dino's not playing a lot of Maple lately from what I've heard, so, you know. It'll be interesting to see who Jeff is.
Alright, red ball potted there by Kenny.
Is that off the break, Ronnie? Sorry,
yeah, that is off the break, yep.
So he's going reds here. I don't know if I like reds very much. I think I'd rather go yellows here, Ronnie.
Wow, that only just dropped.
The reds are pretty ugly, to be honest.
Look, they are. The way he's going, he's going to leave himself on his probably 2 hardest balls for his last 2 balls. So if he pots the ball over the centre, then he's got his toughest 2 balls in his last 3 balls. But he's obviously just happy with the layover for now.
Can, get those 2 out on the rail up near the middle pocket, and then he's definitely favourite for the front.
Yeah, look, do you think he has the angle to do that now off the centre ball, if he was to pot the centre?
Shot, yeah, absolutely. If he can play the skewer really nicely, it's actually pretty good. If you can't play in the middle, you can definitely play it at the top.
Yeah, but if he has to play it up top, then he's definitely the other one's definitely dead for now.
The other one's dead, yeah. Jimmy just needs to take a bit more time and care of his shots here. I think he's just rushing out a bit and not killing them very nicely.
Yeah, look, his body language isn't too good at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a bit down on himself, which is unfortunate. There's still time in the match. Still time for him to get himself back in the game. So
Colin's going to do something with this one here. I'm not sure if he'll be playing the one in the middle. Like I said, he needs to really extract that one away from.
yeah, look, I would have actually doubled that ball up that top rail then, really, because
Are you going to try to get around for it now, or is that just too much to be asked? Yeah, so he's left his 2 shit balls. Sorry, that's bad language. Sorry, viewers.
Yeah.
His
Look,
2 bad balls. To
yeah,
the
look,
last.
he's going to try extract this one, and then he'll have to. No, he's not extracting it.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
he might have got
been
himself
a bit fortunate there, hasn't
He might have got a bit lucky here.
he? He's actually left
might have
himself
got a bit lucky here.
quite a nice angle.
Very nice extraction.
Yeah. He's underhit it a bit.
Oh, double. Yeah, you have to go for a double here. If he
Yeah,
gets
look,
it.
I think he's actually fat on a double here, and he'll be perfect on the black as well.
It's actually a dream, isn't it? Sometimes you need fortune in games, guys.
Yeah, that's it. He's left himself Chinese here, but still on it.
Just got to cue it nicely and he goes in. No, he's missed it by a long way.
Yeah, I think that was a result of having a cue over that ball, right?
Yeah. Well, Kenny's got a great chance here now.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna go for the snooker straight up.
The problem is it's an easy shot off the rail, right? So I don't know if that's a great shot.
It is.
And the problem is if Colin pushes the black towards the hole, then he's still got that dead middle pocket, and he's actually got 2 dead balls still.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm loving that shot that Kenny just played. I understand why he played it, but to be honest, it's just giving Colin a really good chance to.
Yeah, he's got a big margin for error here, doesn't he? Off the cushion.
It's in.
No.
But it's a good shot, right? Because he's now blocked that.
Well,
red.
Kenny's under huge pressure here now, right?
Yeah, so he's really
One
got to play
one
that
mistake and he's done.
He has to play that red now. That's closest to him. Down the rail, that's his only shot now. There's no point playing this.
No, I think he's actually playing the right shot here.
Do you reckon? I don't know, mate. He's going to have 2 dead reds.
See that red goes behind that black off the cushion, which which will bite him a bit more time as well.
Yeah, it does actually, you're right.
But yeah, look, it's definitely not an easy out with that red on that rail there next to the
The
middle.
only problem with playing that red, I'm just not sure how effective you're going to put it over the pocket, right? If you're going to block that black completely.
So look, is he going to cut this to the middle and extract his dead ball, or is he going to push this behind the black here, then go for the centre and an extraction?
Both very difficult options, to be honest. I think it's a very hard ask to try to get a result by pushing the black red towards the black.
So this is what we were talking about earlier, right? Leaving your hardest balls till the end.
That's why I said that you should have played that red first. I think that would have been the right shot. You had the other red over the near the pocket as well that you could have used to pot it.
Is he going for a double here? Because this might be tough snooker with a double kiss. Must be going for a double behind the black, right?
It's in the
Double to
pocket.
centre. Nicely played.
Yeah,
Very good.
But now he's got the $1 million shot, right?
I think this works out quite good for him actually.
You think so?
Yeah, he just has to follow through, and he'll be on that black even if he nudges it with the red.
Yeah, so this is my concern.
See, he had to play red onto the cushion first, then onto black in.
Not an easy shot though. You know?
No, but he didn't take any time on it,
Yeah,
did he?
that's true. Not an easy shot. Doable, absolutely doable, but not easy, especially when under pressure a bit. And Colin's running away with this. So
I think,
viewers, I think, like we said before, one of the tactics that a lot of the top players use in this game is to certainly do something with their problem balls first. You never want to leave your problem balls to last. That's probably one of the worst things you can do in 8 ball.
yeah, definitely
you're
just
gonna hurt.
exponentiates the problem, right?
Yeah, your opponent's going to make you hurt. So when you break, when you approach the table, you have a look around. If you're going to miss a ball, you're better off missing it up front because the opponent still has to pot 7, and he's got a lot of balls to work around with. The problem is if you clean up all your balls and you leave yourself a problem ball, you're almost handing the game to the opponent.
Look, the players are going to take a short rest break here for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Right around. Yeah, well, that's what we've been saying, right? Colin's just approached us and basically said he's between awful and okay, and that's sort of been our comments. Not awful, probably not your best. I think is probably what we've been saying, mate. But your confidence has certainly grown in the last few frames.
Just not peaking too early, right?
It's a long day.
Not peeking at all. It's okay to hit the lead. You can rush in a little bit. It doesn't mean as much.
Yeah. All right, so Kenny's back. I think might be Colin's break.
Oh,
Yeah, that's popped out.
that's stiff, actually. Very stiff.
There's only,
Open table again.
if I just look at those yellows, there's only really one massive problem ball. The rest of them are pretty good for Kenny here.
Yeah, look, that red and yellow next to each other. Probably the only major concern for both colours, really.
Apart from that, it's just one good extraction shot, really, which is never easy. But I don't know. I probably like yellows here, to be honest. Yeah, good start by Kenny. Problem is, like we said, that you want to do something about that problem ball now. There's no point putting 5 or 6 balls and then trying to work out what you're going to do with it. You've got to have a plan now. He needs a plan now, and what he's going to do with that yellow. Is he trying to extract here, Ronnie?
I don't think he has the angle for it, though.
No, I was going to say.
That black was in the way of the angle,
It's
but
going to be our tactical frame now. Obviously. Oh no, Colin's got a move here, hasn't he? Okay. Alright, so he's obviously playing that one towards the middle. Oh, that's just made it so much harder now.
yeah, look, I think he was trying to force an extraction there.
Trying to
He was
nudge it
it's
a
pretty
little bit.
straight on that, yeah.
You're going to try to screw it back again? No.
See, the problem now is Colin has no balls near that other red.
Yeah, no balls to try to attempt extraction.
I think
I'm not
just
sure if that red goes. The red between the two yellows there.
I think he's just going to take the pocket here.
I think so. No. Okay. Well, actually, this is not bad now. You can actually put that red up in the top rail, which will give him a ball for extraction, right?
Well, it looks like he's going to try pot this and come off 2 cushions, right?
But what benefits that giving him?
Or what's he doing? No, he's
Yeah, I
just
would just-
going for the shot.
Oh, I wouldn't have potted it.
Look,
Oh,
he's
no.
got an angle here,
He's
yeah.
got an angle. He has got an angle, you're right.
It is leaving it open to a bit of luck here, relying on a bit of luck,
Yeah.
but fortune favours the brave sometimes.
Yeah. Look at this, might get something out
No.
of it. No. Yeah, this is the problem, you know. This stuff happens regularly when you obviously try something very ambitious like Colin just did. You know, it all sort of looks good in theory, but you are relying on a massive amount of luck to get a result.
So you
there.
assume he's just going to tap up here, and then
Yeah.
obviously Kenny has a chance to fix up both of his dead balls here in the one shot,
Yep.
and everything else is open.
Exactly. Kenny's got a good opportunity here, there's no doubt.
All right, well, he's opened up one of those balls at least, and he's got a good chance for a snooker here. All right, looks like Kenny's backing himself for the out. Unless he wants to lay a snooker.
It's an interesting game, mate, ball, Ronnie. I mean, you know, a lot of players will have different ways of playing the game, right? You know, and shot selection's an interesting one as well. I'm not sure
Whoa.
why he played that.
He's done well to miss everything there, actually. So that's a little bit stiff.
He's trying to just nick his ball, wasn't it? The yellow and try to push it somewhere.
Alright, so he'll have to go for a snooker here. I think he's exhausted all his other options. Yeah, you're right, Michael. It's interesting to see how other people think,
Yeah.
how other people play the game. Everyone plays it differently. Everyone has a different thought process. There's no one right way to go about it.
No, it's absolutely. But if you have a look at a lot of the top players throughout the country, not many of them are, block pockets or they're strategic, don't get me wrong, but they will attempt the out, they will go for it most times.
Just left a foul snooker here.
They're usually quite aggressive if you look at the likes of Rusty Wheeler and Steve Woods and Mark Robertson.
Oh, of
Scary
course,
and those
of course.
guys. They're quite aggressive the way they play. If they sense some sort of opportunity run out, they'll typically go for it.
Definitely, but the one thing they do is they still play to percentages.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they all know their limits.
Yeah.
And
Some are more aggressive than others. Some of the guys there are more aggressive than others.
okay, so I think Kenny's called a foul snooker here.
Yeah.
It's a great shot, actually.
So some of the scores around the tables, we've got Mungrel 5-4 ahead of Tuan. Pete Smith 7-3 up on Terry McClement. Phil Morton 6-2 up on Richard Bondietti. Ian Stanley 6-4 up on Robert Bavari. Danny Marlowe 6-3 up on Travis Omani. And Niels 4-2 up on Tolly. Jed 3-2 up on Nathan Poy. And Dino's up again 5-4 against Jeff. And Chipper's pegged the frame back against Brett Noble 6-3. So I suppose most of those scores are probably.
Because I think Kenny's landed on this black.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's a little bit fortunate, to be honest. I don't think he was quite playing for the middle, but
Right.
he'll take it.
Yeah, nice
Yeah, nice.
confident pot by Kenny. He actually played through that ball, which is good. All right, so 6-2. He needs to string a few frames together, doesn't he, Ronnie, to really have a chance here. You don't want to be 7-2 down. I mean, if you can get back to 6-4, 6-5, even if you were to lose a frame, then it still means that you're 2 or 3 frames away from the win, which you can always string together. So the idea is to win at least 2 frames here, maybe 3, and give himself half a chance of stringing a few games together at the end and giving Colin a bit of heel pressure.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to string together a few frames, as you said, create a bit of momentum,
Yeah.
put a bit of pressure back on Colin.
All right, so Kenny's break. That's a really good break to get him started. A nice master would be great here. Really get his confidence going.
And he's grabbing his breaking cue here.
All right. Kenny's really got to go for it now. Just forget about what's happened and just go for it. Play a natural game.
I'll tell you what, Michael, he looks the part, doesn't he? He's got his glove on, he's got a breaking cue.
He's got all the equipment, hasn't he?
He does.
I think he's a supplier, right? I think he sells cues.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think he's into that business a bit.
All right.
So probably, showing off his merchandise.
Why wouldn't you? He's on the live stream, great opportunity. Bit of self-promotion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yellows look quite the part here, actually. I'm not sure if how these three work, if they slide past each other. It looks like the first one might, at least.
That one you reckon's going?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh. That's all right, he's on yellows, right? So that's okay. It's not a bad result. It's not the best result, but it's an okay result.
Yeah, look, even if that dropped, he would have been not in the best position on his next one. Slightly hampered on perhaps this.
Yeah, exactly. Colin hasn't got a lot to play for here, so it's not a bad result.
No.
Kenny's a really good three-cushion billiards player. It's a game they play a lot in Vietnam, where he's from.
All right.
And I've actually seen him play. He's really good with his angles, and he's quite good to watch at that game.
Have you had a go yourself at the three
No, I
cushion?
haven't. I just watched him play it, and again, someone else coming with the other person.
Yeah,
was,
were you
but-
impressed? You Myron?
I was. I was. I was really impressed with his angle knowledge.
Oh, yes.
Not sure if Colin can drive that red between those two yellows now on the pocket. Because if he can, okay, well, so I'm just going to play that. By the looks of it, oh no, that's not the best shot by Colin. It's not the best shot at all.
Looks like we're in for another tactical battle.
Yeah, there's been a few of those in this match.
You're quite the master of the tactical battles.
Oh look, you know,
Don't mind a scrap.
I don't mind a scrap. I like playing a tactical game. I find it quite exciting, to be honest. Whereas other people might find it boring. I enjoy a good old tactical game.
The old blocky.
Yeah, blocky expert. Block as many pockets as I can. Once I had all 6 blocked in someone once. It's quite fun.
I've heard the comment a few times that you might overplay the safety.
Yeah. I've had a few people say that. One in particular.
One in particular?
Yeah.
Anyone come to mind?
Oh, well, you know. I'm not going to mention any names, I think. But, you know, I'll have a go if they're there. I like to call myself a percentage player, don't I? I'm alright.
I'm right, man, but if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Ronnie, I think I like to look at percentages on the table, and obviously if I think I can run out, I'll go for it, but I won't go for it unless I'm very confident.
Look, I find you derive great pleasure in seeing the pain on opponents' faces, dragging them through a tactical scrap.
A lot of people don't like it. So, you know, if I can upset someone's rhythm, then why not?
Why not? Make them emo?
Just got to do what you got to do. Doesn't always work out. I can tell you that now. But you got to do what you got to do.
Do you prefer a tactical scrap or a master break?
I like a master break. Quick frame's always a good frame, but you know, a couple of good tactical frames always good to win as well. I don't discriminate. I like them all as long as I'm winning.
A win's a win, right?
Yeah. I'll take it any way you can. What about you, Ronnie?
Oh, look, quick game's a good game.
Good game's a good game.
Yeah.
If you see what about if you think you've got a 40% chance of running out? Would you go for it?
Look, it depends who you're playing, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
If it's a one-frame must-win situation, you're obviously going to play the percentages, not
But
take
you know,
any
that's a
chances.
bit contradictory what you were saying before, where you were saying you play the table, not the player.
Yeah, so like I was saying, if it's a one-frame situation where you need to win,
Yeah.
it's a different story.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to play the percentages.
Yeah, right. Okay.
If it's a race to 10,
Yeah.
where you can afford to perhaps drop a few frames,
Yeah.
depending on the opponent's capability, then you might take a few more chances than usual.
Yeah, I must say I don't really. I definitely try to play the table, but you know, I'll certainly change my game somewhat, depending on who I play. Definitely. If I'm playing a really good potter that probably isn't that strong tactically, I will frustrate him with my tactical knowledge, I suppose. You know, if I'm playing a guy that's really good tactically, then I'll try to run out more. You know, so I'll definitely change my game depending on who I play. There's no doubt.
Look, I think everyone's the same, really. So even the professionals, when they have a race,
Yeah.
they probably run out 7, 8 out of 10 frames.
Yeah.
But if they're playing in a teams event, one frame situations, they're definitely not master breaking 70, 80% of frames, are they?
That's right, yeah. No, absolutely. So I think for the viewers at home, you know, it's really good to identify what the strong points of your game are, you know, what you're good at, where you think you can beat most opponents, and a good idea, I suppose, going into frames. Sometimes you're not going to know your opponent, and you know, you haven't got time to really learn your opponent, so in that case, you just got to play the table, right? You got no choice. But you know, obviously, where you know the opponent, whatever else. That's why it's always good to be a student of the game. Study the table, study your opponent, study what they do, try to learn. And this is where ACT 8 Ball Live and then the likes of Q Sports and that sort of stuff are fantastic, giving us an opportunity to really watch all sorts of players around the country and really learn from them.
See, look, I find back to this match here. I find that shot was a little bit disappointing, really, because Colin played a great long shot to open up the frame. He had all the balls there. Could have, been positive, taken the frame away, finished it off.
A player of Colin's capability should really run out from there. Like I said, at least 9 times out of 10. Shouldn't be a problem for him.
Look, I mean, he's got 2 shots here, but all the balls were there before.
Yeah. It's just a bit of a statement, isn't it? So now it's put a bit of pressure on him, right? He's missed the ball, he's probably...
See, now he's in the same position he was before, right?
A little bit of doubt. Problem is, you don't want to start doubting yourself in this game, right, Ronnie?
That's right, you can be your own worst enemy at times, right? It's important to take every shot on with the same confidence.
Yeah, so this is just back to what you were saying.
Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of this kind of play.
Has Kenny got a chance to run this into the top left-hand pocket over there, or bottom left-hand pocket?
Well, I'm sure if it was on, he'd have a go here. Yeah.
It's hard to tell from here, obviously.
What do you think there, Masala? Would you have just tapped up and played that shot given in 2, or would you have gone for the one cushion escape?
Nah, I would have tapped up. If the ball wasn't visible, then I would have tapped up.
Yeah.
It's a bit unlucky. I thought Colin played that quite well, actually.
Well, surely he's
got to go for it.
He's got to go for it this time.
It's too far to try to do the same thing, surely. And the problem is, if you give Kenny a shot on that yellow and he pots it, you're going to be kicking yourself, right? If you did give him a shot on that yellow and Kenny potted a big shot and ran it down the bottom of the table, then you'd be kicking yourself because the out was really out's there for Colin. And like I said, Colin's obviously a state sort of level player. He should be running out from here.
Oh, see. This is what happens, really.
Yeah, you're just waiting too long.
He had his chances.
Yeah, just waiting too long. You got to go for it. You got to go for it when they're there, especially when they're as open as they are. This is an important shot for Kenny.
Oh no!
Like that at all. Oh, he's got to be lucky, hasn't he?
No, I think he's taken a chainsaw to that one.
Yeah.
He's chopped up pretty bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
So he's totaled. He does have 2 shots. So obviously,
really need to put a bit of stun on that just to take it away from that pocket.
Yeah, look, he needed to be confident and played that with position, not tentatively, and played it plain ball and just relying on luck there. Oh, he's on this, is he? You can see it.
I think you can see half a ball.
Oh,
he's got a bit lucky here.
Wow, he's hit as many balls as he could with that one, and
he has got lucky. I mean, fair enough, he was going for that sort of,
look,
but anything could have happened there to Ronnie, to be honest.
Yeah, look, the black's not on in that centre, I don't think, so he's going to have to do a bit of work here.
No, just screw up the table, right? Screw up the table. Should be a pretty okay shot for him.
Yeah, but he still has to do a bit of work. I mean, if the...
He's just smacked that. That wasn't really well cued. He got an outcome, but he wasn't really well cued, that shot.
This is a big shot here.
He just belted it rather than trying to, get a nice touch and just bring the white ball back, suck the white ball back halfway up the table. Okay, so Brent's taken our chip resi. Yeah, okay. So Brent Noble through. Oh no. All right, well, Colin's still got a bit of work to do here. This is not over yet. He's got to think about how he's going to execute these balls. I think maybe this one in the middle and then down the rail.
Yeah, is that your order here? Middle, down the rail,
The problem is he's going to have a long shot in the black if he leaves that one on the top rail last. So I don't know if I really want that on the black. So we'll try to maybe try to.
His hardest ball is the one on the rail, right? So he has to eliminate that.
Yeah. I don't know what he's done there. Why wouldn't he just play?
Yeah, look, I think he's left it so he can play this natural. Yeah, it's a nice shot
that's okay,
there.
it's a good shot. But the problem here is he's trying to get position back on the black, right? So you never want to be playing a rail shot with a lot of space, right? If you can avoid it.
Of course, if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
He did have to take that problem ball out. I think that was his hardest ball, so he had to take that one out before.
Don't get me wrong, this is definitely gettable, but this is not easy. This is not
Look,
easy.
it's not ideal.
This is definitely not easy and something that can be, butchered.
Yeah, look, he has to cue this nicely.
Oh, that's a good shot though.
Has he overscrewed that?
He has overscrewed it. He cued it nicely though.
Did I don't think he can cut this in anymore. Might have to
Double it.
Yeah, double it or even a thin cut to the centre.
That's not a bad option actually, if you cut to the centre, because you'll probably end up safety.
Yeah, leave it close to the rail.
Yeah.
You know what you need to do with these thin cuts to the centre?
What?
It looks like he's doubling it anyway.
Yeah.
But if he was to cut it to the centre, I think you've got to play for the near jaw instead of the far jaw,
Yeah,
if anything.
Yeah.
Because if you hit the far jaw, it's going to come back, right?
It's gonna bump.
If you miss to the near jaw, you might get lucky with a black one up the other end table.
Bit of a safety.
Obviously, you want to play towards the middle of the pocket, but if you're going to err to either
this
side,
is not an easy shot, Ronnie. This,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
The pocket's in the way. I mean, it's potable, no doubt, but it's not easy.
just playing this with stun.
Yeah, that's the way to play
Screw.
the shots for sure. Just nicely cued. Oh, that's a good effort. Bad luck. That was unlucky.
Oh, that's an unlucky kiss there.
No, it was a good shot by Kenny. He actually cued that okay, but just a bit unlucky.
Yeah, Kenny's conceded that frame. So Mr. Gamble is now on the hill.
Yeah. It's a bit unlucky for Kenny. Like I said, I thought he played that quite nice.
Look, I think if Kenny looks back on this this stream here, he'd be the first to acknowledge that he's had a chance in every single frame,
Yeah, basically.
or at least a few chances. He'd probably, if he had his time again, the main thing would be to just have a change of mindset. I think it's all confidence, right? He didn't really look confident at all in the first half of the match,
Yeah.
which has led to that scoreboard pressure.
Yeah.
And it's always hard coming back from large deficit.
I think, Kenny was definitely the underdog right in the match. No disrespect to Kenny, but he was definitely the underdog, and I think he probably should have tried to take the game to cover more. I think he was very tentative, like you said. And when you're the underdog, I think you're in a position to take the game to the opponent. Go for your shots, put some pressure. So I don't think he really took advantage of that.
Yeah,
You're sort of playing into Colin's hands.
you're right. You've almost got the license to play more freely, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Play a bit more confidently. Put your opponent under a bit of pressure.
Yeah. I certainly like the underdog tag. I think it's when I've played some of my best ball. I don't always play my best when I'm expected to win. So, yeah, I definitely like the underdog tag. And I just don't think he capitalised on that opportunity. All right, viewers, we're just waiting for Colin. Colin's just having a quick bathroom break. He should be here shortly. All right, some of the other scores. So as mentioned previously, Brent Noble, 8-3 up on Peter Penfield, Chipper as we know him. Dean Walsh, 6-5, still obviously having a very close encounter with Jeff Elcher. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Jed Johnson, 4-2 up on Nathan Boy. Neil Whitbread, 4-3 up on Tolly. Dan Marlowe's just finished his game and he's 8-4 Victor. Ethan Stanley got away with the win against Robert Vivari 8-4. Phil Morton's won the match 8-2 against Richard Bondietti, and Pete Smith 7-5 up against Terry McClement. The Mongrel's sort of broken away from Tuan Dong now, 7-4 up. Alright, so that's sort of a bit of a summary on the matches. And we're going to get back to this one now. So we've got an open table. I think Colin just broke and come up dry. So choice of balls to Kenny, and he's obviously going for reds, which are pretty good, I must say. Good position. Yeah, that's a great shot by Kenny. As long as he's got something to pot, he should be alright. He should be able to run away with the frame here. He can definitely cut the red into the top left-hand corner. Yeah, so that's probably the one to play, I think. If you can cut that in the top right-hand corner, the top left-hand corner. Good effort, great shot. Great shot, Kenny. So really, it's pretty regulation from here now. He should just be able to run out. I mean, play the one at the bottom. He can either try to get position for the red or play the plant, whatever he prefers, really. He's going for the plant, but he's left himself. No, it should be alright. He's a left-hander, so that should be quite natural for him. He's got the plant here. Just got to make sure that he doesn't leave the red on the rail, because that would be disastrous. Has he fouled? Is it? No, he hasn't. Okay. He's just going to make sure he doesn't leave the red on the rail here. That's key. Oh, that's not the best shot. I think he might have got away with it, but it's not the best shot. That could have been disastrous for him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And this is the problem, you know, when you sort of play an average shot like you just did then, it tends to sort of set a bit of a precedent for the next shot. So it's very important to take your time and get your shots right. And Colin's pulled up a nice snooker here. So Kenny, from having a really good opportunity to run out, is now in a bit of trouble. Well, not a lot of trouble, but a bit of trouble. Oh, okay, he's actually left him on. I didn't see that. Let's put Colin under a bit of pressure. That's actually not a bad shot, that.
So how's that red looking? Is it firmly over that pocket? No room to move, or?
I think he's definitely got an opportunity to disturb it by running it down sort of the rail. But I'm not sure how he's going to do that yet. Because if he can get that red out, Ronnie, I think you're right. He's got a great chance of running out, right? Colin was just trying too much of that shot.
Yeah, you try to force that a little bit, didn't you?
Can't force balls.
Oh, well, this is just simple A, B, C, D, right?
Well, yeah, it is. But how's he going to go about this? What would you do here?
Actually, yeah, sorry, that plant isn't too straightforward. Actually,
No,
yeah,
fine, you
yeah,
know.
the ball's not over
I
the
think
pocket.
Pop this one, then pop the one over the pocket for a bit of left-hand side, which should naturally come back, you know.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with the black then? If the black doesn't go to the pocket where
Black
the
will
red
go in
is,
the-
right?
We'll go in the top left, or his top right, our top left. Yeah, but he's left himself a terrible angle.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's hard to get high on this the last ball from here, right?
That's a terrible
So
one.
what I think he's going to have to do is play this red under the other red if it does go.
I don't think he's got a choice now. I just don't think he's in a good position. He really needs to get a nice position here to give himself a chance of doing what I suggested. Because he has got the middle pocket and he's got the left-hand side top pocket as well. So, you know, he definitely could have used those two pockets, but not now. I just think it's too much work now. Yeah, that's a good shot. It's okay. Obviously not as great as running out, but next big step.
Yeah, you're right. Look, yeah, he does have control.
But you know, but sometimes this can be hard because Colin can actually get two shots here and change the game around, right?
Yeah, you're right. But whose shoes would you rather be in at this point in time? I'd say Kenny's, right?
I don't know. I don't know actually. It's a hard pick. Probably Kenny's now because he should probably get one of these. Right? He should be able to hit.
Yeah, he's left himself a one cushion escape
Yeah,
with
this is not-
with a big margin for error.
This is not a hard escape.
Hello.
He's missed them all, has he?
Yeah.
I think he's missed them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he has. This is a huge chance for Colin to finish this match actually.
So Colin needs a way of being able to extract both those balls near the red.
Well, you know, he might not need to extract. I think this yellow closest to where he is now on the rail will pot off that other yellow in the centre pocket if you want it to go that way.
Which one? Oh yeah, okay. But he's still got to do something with the other red in case he misses.
Yeah, look, he obviously hasn't played for that. Still got 2 visits, so there's a variety of ways he can.
This, he can definitely get position.
There's a variety of ways he can finish off.
Oh, hasn't played their shot there, has he?
So, like we were talking about earlier in this match, this is leaving his problem balls till last,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, he's definitely.
That's assuming he wants to finish with these 2 visits.
Well, I think you've
on
got to
this.
finish right because, you know, otherwise advantage Kenny.
Yeah, look, he hasn't left himself on much. What's he going to do here? To go for a double,
Yeah, he's got
and
to get
then
this double.
leave himself an angle to come up.
He's got to get this double. He's missed it. Now he's definitely not favourite, I don't think anymore.
Well, now he's going to play for another 2, right? But
Yeah,
again,
but
he's going to
one
leave a
cushion escape.
one cushion escape, and surely Kenny would have learnt his lesson from the last one.
And there's our teammate, young Ashley Smith.
The Ash.
Hello, Ash.
Welcome.
That's actually not a bad shot by Colin. He's actually removed that one cushion escape. How did you go in your game, Ash? Against? Oh yeah, so you only played the
nice.
one game this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So you play next.
Who's your next opponent?
Okay.
Ash giving no respect to her opponents. So, like you were saying before, Masal, doesn't matter who you play, right?
There you go. It doesn't matter. You've got to beat them all if you want to be state champ.
Smart shot by
Is it better to lose?
Kenny.
Better to lose early and then have the weekend free, or is it better to lose later on in the tournament?
Yeah, it depends who you ask, really. Second place, second place is the first
No,
loser,
second
isn't
place
it?
is alright because you've got to start in the state team, right? I think it'd suck to lose in the semis.
Yeah. But saying that second place is the
Because
first
you're
loser.
you're getting a reward for finishing second, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But finishing in the semis, I think, would be a bit heartbreaking. You've expended your whole weekend and you got nothing out of it. A lot of fun, no doubt, and a bit of practice, but it's sort of a bit heartbreaking, I reckon. All right, back to this game.
How are you going to celebrate your first state championship stuff?
Only just teasing over here. Good one, mate. Celebrate by going to work the next day. How does that sound?
Nonsense. Celebrate with another holiday to Vegas. For your 5th time this year.
Loves to exaggerate, this guy.
All right, you can't miss this one cushion escape, Kenny.
Sounds easy for Kenny. He's got it.
Yes, nicely played.
This is not easy though. Not easy.
this-
It's relatively straightforward. He's just got to sort of make sure he's got a shot in the black and the bottom. That's only.
Yeah, so he has to play this black
Do
long,
you reckon
right?
he's in the middle actually? Black should do.
He's-
No, he's playing for the top.
Oh no, he played that with check side.
Oh, why would he do that?
All right, he should be on this to the top.
Just made the angle pretty tough though, hasn't he? Could have had a very straight shot. Now he's giving himself a bit of a challenging shot.
Ash in the background here is continuing to disrespect her opponent.
Oh, he's missed that a long way.
Where's it going though?
A long way. That was about a foot. Kenny just didn't cue that nicely at all. Just got up on the shot. Got to stay down on your shot, people. Just got to stay down on your shot.
Is Colin going to tap up again? All right, it's a one cushion escape. He's just got to bang it and punish Colin for leaving in an easy escape, right?
Yeah, where's he going? Middle, top. Over the top, so I don't know. He's just got to hit it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to let it whirl. There's no option, yeah.
I reckon he's going to bang this.
Just have to. That's the only option you got.
Ooh.
That's legit. I mean, I don't think that was a foul.
Nah, look legit. That's fine.
This is all right. You know, he's giving Colin a bit of work here. Put it in the open. That's okay. Not the best for Colin because it doesn't give him a chance to stun back for
The problem ball.
the problem ball. Yeah. Oh, that looks like no, not what he wanted.
He might have perfect angle here to.
Do you reckon? I don't know. It's
No, it might
pretty
be
tight.
straight. He might have
tight.
angle to screw back onto that, I think.
He's going to go up and down.
No.
Oh, that's a hard shot. He's going to attempt it now. No, he's going to go for the middle. Go up the middle and try for a snooker or a double. What do you think?
Nah, I think he's going to go for it here.
Got to go for it. He's going to try to extract, is he?
Yeah, it's a nice shot.
It's a pretty tough shot, though. Down the right. These rails are tight out. It's from memory.
That was the best golf I've seen.
Kenny has a lifeline.
Yeah. The rail shots aren't easy.
No, he did try to force it though.
Yeah, he did. He did try to force it.
Alright, Kenny's still in this.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go, 7-3.
7-3. We're still going.
Will Colin rue those missed chances or it's just a matter of time, Marcel?
Yeah, look, I'd say that Colin's going to win maybe this frame or next frame, to be honest.
Look, if Kenny is to come back, he needs to come up another level or two. I think he's not playing as well as he can. That's for sure.
I think we've only got 1 or 2 frames left in this, to be honest. No disrespect to Kenny, but I just think Colin will run away very shortly.
Well, that's the thing. Just come back for a couple of games. There's some main.
Kenny with his breaking cue has scratched.
That's the worst thing you can do is dump
Enough in the
ball
centre.
while that's just
There's no excuse for the centre, is there?
there's just no thought process there. Just really just try to whack it as hard as you could. You got to time
Collins.
your breaks. It's not just about smacking the balls hard. It's about timing it nicely.
Collins jumped at the opportunity for reds here. If that other red is on in the centre,
I think he's
do you reckon that one's on in the centre over
I think
there?
so. I think it's on. It just has to screw back a little bit.
Well, if it's on, it's game over, right?
Should be. Absolutely should be. This is, look, he's got a bit of transitional play to do here, but, you know, there's not easy. There's a lot of balls in the way. Has he got on that red? If he has,
If he's on this red to the opposite centre, it's
lights out.
yeah.
gotta get
Where's
to the
that black going
Still
though?
gotta get to the black.
Doesn't
He's
go
got the
past it.
middle. He's got the middle. Yeah, he's got a chance. Just stun it back and give yourself a middle. Check to the middle. Yeah, lovely shot by Colin. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a good game.
All right, looks like that's it for this one.
Oh, he's missed. Oh, no, I thought he missed. Looks like it from here. Nice win by Colin. Was it 8-3? So well done to Colin Gamble on
Yeah.
progressing to the last 32.
Yeah, A3, well done to Colin. Obviously, didn't play as well as he could, but it's important not to peak too early. I'm sure he's got a lot of pull left in him for this
Yeah.
weekend. So
Definitely.
it's pretty cutthroat this tournament, isn't it? No double chance. If you're out, you're
No
out.
double chance. Yeah, no, look, I expect probably a few surprises in the next sort of round, the top 32. You always see 1 or 2. Hopefully it's not me, but you never know. I'm not saying that I'm favourite, I'm just saying that. You know,
Of course, that's what you're saying. Let's be honest, isn't it?
We'll see. What I'm trying to say is I'm hoping not a casualty. But you just never know, right? We'll give
Do
it a
you
go.
have 1 or 2 matches tonight?
Just the one tonight. Just the one tonight, and then it's top 64 is next round. Yeah, top 64 is next round. This is top 64, so I got my match is a top 64 round match, and then top 32 starts tomorrow, I believe. So, or maybe there is a top 32 match tonight as well. But I've certainly got to play my top if I get past this round. I've certainly got to play my top 32.
I
match
think
tomorrow.
Chi was just having a test of Colin's cue there and basically said to Colin, look, at pot's fine, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, he would actually say something like that, wouldn't he?
It's a naughty one, isn't he?
He is one.
Actually, that's a good matchup next, Chia versus Hampton.
Oh yeah, there's 2 guys, isn't it?
The ex Stickies.
Ex-Stickies, good mates. Good players, both very good players. So,
Who do you think's favourite in that one?
I don't know, it's a tough call, isn't it, really? I mean, she is probably, no disrespect to Brent, but she has probably done a bit better in the sort of state type scene. So I suppose, given that fact,
Yeah, Cheers made a few,
yeah,
probably
final.
two or three
I
finals,
think you
right?
made the final against you one year, didn't you? You beat him in one of the state titles.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was.
Yeah, probably 2011,
So
I think.
I think if you base it on that, then you'd probably put Cheers favourite. But the thing about Brent is Brent's not really a one-frame player. He's a good one-frame player, don't get me wrong, but he's really good at races. Brent is a really good races.
He is, yeah.
And if he gets momentum, he can beat anyone, really. There's no one in ACT he can't beat. So, and he has beaten everyone. So Chia might be slight favourite, but I wouldn't say, it's sort of like a 52-48. It's not, it's
Bit like the casino odds.
yeah. It's sort of, almost the flip of the coin.
Cheers a house in this case.
Chia's very measured the way he plays. He doesn't get angry. He doesn't get very emotional. He's sort of got the same body language all the time. So he's a very good player. There's no doubt about it. He made the Australian team one year. I think he actually didn't make the 12, but he got asked to sort of. He just missed out on the 12. But I think from a stats perspective, he was in the 12. So
And
he's a bit unlucky.
he's a stat man, isn't he?
He's a stat man. And I think he was a bit unlucky not to get a call up. He got a call up. I mean, he was a bit unlucky not to make the All-Australian medal. So, look, he's a very good player here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go pretty far in this tournament.
Yeah, look, that's probably the most high-profile matchup that we're likely to see this early in the tournament. I think Chia versus
it's a bit unfortunate they drew
versus him tonight.
But none of them play a lot. So none of these guys played in state trials last year. So obviously the ranking points up there, and you're always going to be at risk of drawing someone like that.
Speaking of Brent, any chance of you catching up on Brent in the fantasy league EPL?
Oh, we're talking about EPL now. I think so. I think I'm going to take Brent out actually, but he's got probably something to say about that.
What about Brent's arbitrary mate? he's come and just cleaned us all up.
Yeah, no, look, he's probably a bit far, but we'll see what we can do. Yes. So anyway, Ash, what do you got to say?
I went blonde.
You went blonde. You did go blonde. That's pretty bad form by us not noticing blonde there. Okay, can you just let the viewers know that we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Who's we going to be commentating next, Kenny?
Danny Marlowe and Colin Campbell.
Danny Marlowe and Colin Campbell. Okay, right.
All right.
Danny take over from Colin.
All right, Kenny's just cut us, and Colin Gamble's going to get his own to get us back.
Yeah.
in
Well,
the-
I'm not
in the
going to be
commentary.
playing. Looks like Chia and Hamto have got the TV table, so that's good. So Colin can't bag me up, which is lovely. Happy days.
All right, thanks, folks.
thanks,
Hope you've
viewers.
enjoyed the viewing.
It's been fun, and enjoy the rest of the tournament. And for those left in the comp, good luck, and may the best man win, I suppose, or best female win. All right, all the best, everyone.
All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes with some new commentators for you. All right, bye.